This is the project information meeting for the 54th Avenue North Roadway Improvements Preliminary Engineering Report, PER. This presentation will describe the project limits, scope of the study, and alternative improvements identified for this segment of 54th Avenue North. The project is located in the Lealman Community Redevelopment Area, and the limits extend along 54th Avenue North from 49th Street North to 34th Street North, US 19, for approximately 1.25 miles. The study scope includes examining existing conditions, evaluation of needs and deficiencies, and development of concepts for potential future improvements. The project is divided into two segments, west and east segments, separated by the CSX railroad tracks. The existing roadway has two distinct typical section segments, west and east of the CSX railroad tracks. The west segment consists of four 11-foot travel lanes and a 12-foot centered two-way turn lane with 5-foot sidewalks on both sides. The east segment consists of four 11-foot travel lanes, undivided, with no center two-way turn lane, with 5-foot sidewalks on both sides. The posted speed for the corridor is 40 miles per hour, and the area has various land uses, driveways, CSX railroad crossing, fire station, and county park. The project will evaluate the roadway section, turning movements, safety and traffic calming. Some of the existing local stakeholders are listed here. It is important to get comments and feedback from as many stakeholders as possible. The project area's future land uses include residential, commercial, and open space. The project improvements will provide improved connections to businesses, residents, US 19, and I-275. The preliminary engineering report will focus on roadway and safety improvements. The preliminary engineering evaluation includes the elements highlighted in the yellow boxes. The public outreach is an important element as it allows the public and stakeholders to provide their comments and suggestions for the project area. The roadway typical sections are divided by the CSX railroad tracks into the west and east segments. For the west segment from 49th Street North to the railroad tracks, Alt A, no build, consists of four 11-foot travel lanes and a 12-foot center two-way turn lane and 5-foot sidewalks on both sides. Alt B consists of a 10-foot multi-use path on the north, mid-block crossing, pedestrian refuge island, and existing 5-foot sidewalk on the south. For the east segment from the railroad tracks to 34th Street North, US 19, Alt A no build consists of four 11-foot travel lanes and 5-foot sidewalks on both sides. Alt B road diet consists of two 11-foot travel lanes, a 12-foot center two-way turn lane, multi-use path, mid-block crossings, pedestrian refuge islands, and 5-foot sidewalk. Alt C Widening Scenario 1 consists of four 11-foot travel lanes, a 12-foot center two-way turn lane, multi-use path, mid-block crossings, pedestrian refuge islands, and 5-foot sidewalk. Alt D Widening Scenario 2 consists of reducing the lane widths and implementing traffic calming. The lane widths will be reduced to 10 foot and 10.5 foot in each direction, along with 11-foot center two-way turn lane, mid-block crossings, pedestrian refuge islands, and 6-foot sidewalk on both sides. Traffic calming considerations include speed reduction to 30 miles per hour and radar speed signs. Alt E, 4 lanes unbalanced with 6-foot sidewalks, consists of 3 11-foot travel lanes, a 12-foot center two-way turn lane, multi-use path, mid-block crossings, pedestrian refuge islands, and 6-foot sidewalk on both sides. For this alternative, there will be 2 lanes in the eastbound direction and 1 lane in the westbound direction. An evaluation matrix was developed for the alternatives. 5 criteria were used to evaluate each alternative: level of service, right-of-way impacts, safety improvements, traffic calming, and project cost. Starting with the west segment west of the CSX railroad tracks, Alt-A, no build, yields no impact. Alt-B, multi-use path and sidewalk, has no level of service or right-of-way impact, provides low safety improvement, traffic calming, and cost. For the east segment east of the CSX railroad tracks, Alt-A, no build, yields no impact. Alt-B, road diet, has a decrease in level of service, low right-of-way impact, a high safety and traffic calming improvements, and a medium cost impact. This alternative reduces the level of service for the corridor and has a high impact on the road capacity and traffic backup. In addition, 54th Avenue North is classified as a minor arterial, which usually requires 4 lanes for traffic flow. The roadway also is a connector to the I-275 interstate, and during rush hours, any reduction in the number of lanes would reduce traffic flow and increase traffic congestion. In addition, there are multiple bus stops along the roadway, and a reduction in the number of lanes would cause full stops behind the buses during loading and unloading. This situation may also cause a safety concern, as stopped vehicles may try to use the center 2-way turn lane to pass around the buses. Alt-C, Widening Scenario 1, has an increase in level of service, has a high right-of-way impact since it has the widest roadway width. The major right-of-way impacts will affect many businesses along the corridor and will take considerable time and high cost. Alt-D, Widening Scenario 2, has an increase in level of service and has a medium impact to the other criteria. Alt-E, 4 lanes unbalanced with 6-foot sidewalks, has medium impact to the criteria and requires more study for the level of service. But this alternative will have the same delay concerns in the westbound direction as the road diet Alt-B, since there will only be 1 lane in that direction. The public, community, and stakeholder input is very important for this project. We encourage your comments, suggestions, and questions. Pinellas County has created a project website to provide project information and communication to the public. Please reach out to the county's project manager, Ilio Joseph, if you have any specific questions and need additional information. The next steps will review and consider public comments. The project analysis will continue with developing recommended roadway improvements, completing a safety analysis, examining traffic calming applications, and identifying project costs. The PER is anticipated to be completed in 2023. The county is investigating the potential for federal funding support for this project. Should this project be determined eligible for federal funding, a Project Development and Environment PD&E study will be conducted after the completion of the PER to refine the design and present to the public. The PD&E study will take 2 years to complete. Following the PD&E, the county will evaluate funding and select an alternative for final design. Thank you for your interest and input.